Well, I asked the instructor, and he said a 7-minute video was not quite long enough, so I am adding another video to meet the 10-minute requirement, which shows you need to read the rubrics before you do an assignment. Again, we're studying research methods, qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods, and mixed methods is just what it sounds like, a mix of qualitative and quantitative. Let's see, descriptive, that speaks for itself, it describes. Correlational, discovers relationships among variables. And correlational research allows you to predict the future from present knowledge. Again, quantitative studies rely on numbers, how much, how many. They recognize patterns and do calculations. Phenomenology, I think, is my favorite because it studies phenomenon and how individuals experience it, feel about it. So that can be very interesting. Focus groups, 8 or 10, interviews. You know what an interview is, where you sit and actually interview the client, and those can be hard. Some of the hardest answers to categorize are qualitative answers because they don't fit into a neat category. Case studies. Now you're going to enjoy case studies. I really enjoyed those in the class. There's people that have certain injuries or certain disorders that, for example, one lady couldn't see anybody's facial recognition. She couldn't recognize their facial expressions. That was very interesting, and you'll find cases like that as you go along, and they are very interesting. But most cases are not, you can't replicate them, because it's only like one guy that got a railroad spike through his head. You know, you can't really replicate that, so that's why you study them in cases. Tells you what kind of brain damage he has, how it affected his behavior, things like that. Those are all important. You get fuller, richer answers with qualitative research. I think we've already went over that. And research methods are easy to recognize. They're mostly, you can just tell by the name, you know, what they mean if you stop and think about the words. But whatever you choose, do so with the client's well-being in mind. Ensure patient privacy and confidentiality at all times. And most of all, have fun.